dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Ready?
Dan,
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I have to say that I became very fond of you very quickly. I met you at Eric Dalton's Oklahoma City event. And, at first everyone was like, who is this lady with the microphone? But you were like, that is the massage mentor. And you were just so sweet. So, first of all, I just want to say thank you for welcoming me to the community and just being so supportive on my journey. So, it's a pleasure to kind of get you here and tell people a little bit about your journey. So Freddie, first, how long have you been doing massage? Well, this is the up and coming series, by the way. Freddie is someone that I think, I don't know, I'm going to be watching. I think there's good things to come from Freddie. So Freddie too, let's start with your Facebook page.
Yes.
What's the name of your Facebook page? Why did you create it? And what is it for?
So I created Terapeutas de Masaje de Puerto Rico, which is massage therapists of Puerto Rico, like 10 years ago, because there was really nowhere where people could go and like find out about seminars and all the current information. So I was like, if it was me as a student, I would like to be in a place where I could find that. And so it just happened, and all of a sudden, well, there's like 3,000 people in it, and it's great. It's great. And people are always asking me questions, and so now I got different administrators, and they're taking a little bit of the slack on that because sometimes it gets overwhelming.
Mhm.
But it's been great. I mean, it's a good community. We even got our own logo and shirts and stuff now. So
That's amazing. So tell us a little bit about your journey and how you got interested in body work and how long you've been doing body work.
I started when I was 12 because my mom suffered from insomnia. So she got me this little video on massage. I think it was like a Sherry Belafonte massage for health or something like that. And I started doing my thing and imitating, and she fell asleep. And so she became my first client and my guinea pig.
Aw.
Um, and I've been in martial arts all my life, so since I was really, really young. So yeah, so I wanted to be Mr. Miyagi, and so work on people and fix them. And it just came natural. So people would get hurt and they'll be like, oh, just call Freddie. And I would be like, intuitively working on that without knowing exactly what I was doing. And people were like, you should study physical therapist. You should study massage therapy. And people just kept going on and off about that. And while I was doing my bio degree, I went into massage school in the weekends, and I fell in love with it completely, and I've been doing it ever since. Um, yeah, and after that, after I finished massage school, I went into giving chair massages in the mall. So
Oh,
I
good
did
for
that
you.
for a while. After that, I went into the embassy suites and the airport giving chair massages, and then I got into the Ritz Carlton, and I was there for 11 years.
Oh, wow.
There I used
Bougie.
to do like the education part. I used to do biomechanics, deep tissue, pregnancy massage, all that. So I would just be giving classes. So,
I think one of the gifts that our relationship has brought me, Freddie, is how big you helped me open my eyes to how big the massage industry is, meaning that the massage industry is in Puerto Rico,
yeah.
full-fledged, and you're one of
Oh,
the people kind of really bringing it to our attention, which I'm really thankful for. So tell me a little bit about how it's different, because now you've been in the States. Oh, wait, and you did that awesome thing where were you, in Peru?
Yeah, in Peru, in
So
Machu Picchu.
you
In Machu
get
Picchu.
around. So you've seen and talked to a lot of different types of people, a lot of different regions in the community. So tell us a little bit about how you would say, what are some of the perks of being in Puerto Rico besides plain beautiful, clean, beautiful? I've been
Nice.
there. It's lovely. But tell us a little bit about your experience between the States here and then, being on your turf.
Back when I started, like in 97, 98, there was only like one school. Then later on, there was a second one, but it was not as structured as what you guys have in the States, you know. So pretty much for me, when I got out of school and I was like, oh, well, I don't feel like confident right now to work on anybody. And then as I started taking seminars, you know, like John Barnes came in 2003, and Tom Myers, uh, James
You're smart.
Wasaki. Yeah,
I'm
so
coming to Puerto
you
Rico,
know,
just so you know.
so James actually was the one that brought me into Eric's work back in the day. But yeah, it's like what I saw the difference between Puerto Rico and the U.S. is you guys have like so much structure, and there was so much biomechanics, and there was so much anatomy and physiology, and we're pretty much babies in the sense of massage, really. So the other thing that brought to my attention is that, you know, we should get this information into Spanish. So that's where I'm at right now, like trying to get all this information, you know, Eric, everybody, and just like, let's get this in Spanish because we really need it over here in the island. It was more like massage was more like pleasure, you know. There was not the clinical part, or even the business. Like some people would say, like, well, that's just a hobby. You can't live out of massage, you know.
Well, that's it's interesting to listen to you, because I feel like that's how it was here for a really long time. You know, it's really taken the 25 years that I've been a therapist for us to kind of almost get to the point we are, especially over the last few years. So it's almost like you're like you said, you just said it's kind of in this baby state or a newer state, which is actually really pretty awesome for you, because you're kind of starting to create a history in Puerto Rico with body work, which is important. So tell me a little bit about what your style's like. I know that you're, you know, I met you at Eric Dalton's seminar, so I know you do a lot of work with them and TAing. Eric, so tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, I do incorporate a lot of Eric stuff, and Tom Myers and James and now Paul, right? I got all those guys in my head when I'm working. I'm very clinical. Most of the people that come into me, you know, I have a lot of massage therapists, which is kind of funny. I do give massages to the massage therapists, plus a lot of dancers and a lot of people that singers and stuff like that. Uh, uh, and Mostly people come to me for pain, you know, to fix their problems, or at least I don't even say fix. I say help them, you know, get more in tune with their body, really.
You know, Freddie, as I'm sitting here talking with you too, you know, we're doing the thing called the inside job. And for me, you're doing basically the inside job. I mean, you're getting yourself seen. And I think you're doing that just by being who you are, just by being the lovely human being that I've grown to know and know you to be. So can you talk a little bit about that? Meaning, like, you weren't like, oh my God, I got to do this, and this to get here. It sounds like you've been working on yourself, learning as much as you can, taken a lot of different classes, going through a lot of different life experiences that we don't need to get into your personal business, but I happen to know a little bit. And you just haven't given up. And also, when someone asks you to do something, I'm noticing that you say yes, because the first time I asked you to do an interview, I remember you turned as bright red could get, but you didn't say no. And here we are. So you just keep showing up, you keep doing the next right thing. And when someone asks you to do something, you say yes, it seems. You're constantly pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Would you say that's true?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I push myself out there. Like, I was the kid that would get sick not to give like a lecture, you know, or have to give an oral report. Like I would be like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. And then all of a sudden now I'm teaching, you know? So I've pushed myself little by little, trying to do stuff like, well, if I don't know it, I'm going to figure it out in the way, you know? Not to
Wait,
limit
say
my,
that again. That is a very nice, deep, well put. If I don't get it,
I'll figure it
eventually
out.
you figure it
Oh,
out, right?
yeah.
You're gonna,
Oh, I'll ask people like you or,
yeah, you don't,
my other mentors.
yeah, you don't know what you don't know until you know it. You know, you don't know
Exactly.
what you don't know until you start doing stuff. And and that's one of the things I admire about you. I'm watching you from afar and you're just doing stuff.
In the position that I'm in right now, it's like you notice how much you don't know, you know? So that I think is one of those things that when you remember when we met, I was like, I am in this room and I'm like, I feel like I should not be in this room. And we're hanging out with Till, and we're talking, and I'm like, this is surreal for me because I've been seeing these people in magazines all this time, So for me, I'm like all starstruck. For you, I was like, I texted you, I wrote to you, like, I'm gonna see you in Oklahoma, And for me, it was like, whoa, it's like I'm hanging out with the stars of massage.
We're
So
all stars. I
yeah,
feel like we're all stars. And I think that that's one of the things that you realize when you get, when you push yourself like you're pushing yourself, once you do that and you keep showing up and you try new things and you're not afraid, you find that everybody is kind of a lot alike in the massage community. We all, I think, suffer from a little bit of imposter syndrome or what am I doing or what. I think every single massage therapist suffers from that to a degree. So the key that I'm getting from you as I watch you is you just, as I always say, you see a door, you just walk through it anyway. And what that's brought us to is without going away to a graduate program and getting your PhD, you are translating some books for people too, right? So you're translating some of these classes in the Spanish, which is really, I mean, that is so cool. I almost want to take Spanish just so I can help you do that.
that would be great. Yeah, I'm working on Paul Kelly's manuals. I'm translating that into Spanish. Hopefully we get Eric stuff done too in Spanish. So that would be my next thing. I am hoping to get, that done. So it's a lot, but I'm going forward, and trying to get people here in Puerto Rico more and more knowledge because we do need it. And there's so much out there that we don't know. I mean, our island is 35 by 100, it's a very small island, everybody
So
knows
beautiful.
everybody, all the massage therapists know each other. There's 3 million people here. That's it. So, I think it's time for us to grow more.
And you're a big part of that. I just want to recognize you as someone who's really setting the tone over there. And I'm really thankful for you and all your commitment to yourself and to our community. Freddie, I can't wait to see what happens with you here. That's why I have you on the up and coming. I'm very excited to watch your journey and be a part of it. Is there anything you want to leave us with?
Oh, well, I would say to all the massage therapists, like, don't give up. It might
Oh,
feel like overwhelming, but it's so much worth it once you get to the other side, even if it's scary. So yeah, I would say just keep going.
just keep going. Don't give up. Just keep being yourself too. Freddie's
Yeah.
himself. Oh, you just want to squeeze his face. Anyway, Freddie, thank you very much for chatting
Thank
with me a
you.
little bit. I'm definitely going to have you back in a little while to see how we're progressing here as I've picked you as an up and coming because I really see great things. I can't wait to sit in one of your classes and watch you teach. So thank you for joining.
Take care.